Hi folks, Rob Myers here at Mercedes-Benz of Arrowhead, and I'm here today to show you a little bit about the 2017 E300. This is all new for 2017. This E-Class is our 10th generation vehicle. It's beautiful, it's all new. We've changed the engine in this vehicle. We're going to talk a little bit about that because previous customers know that the Mercedes E-Class always came with the naturally aspirated V6 350. So new for 17, the engine has been changed, in addition obviously to the body styling. This is a 4-cylinder engine. It has 241 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque. Nice thing about that is the torque rating on this vehicle is identical to the 350 version. So you have a lighter engine, lighter vehicle, more power, and certainly more fuel efficiency. You get better gas mileage with the car. As you can see, it's rounded off. There really aren't any angles on the car. I mean, if you look at it, everything's kind of rounded off. You have your lines here to give it that look of motion when it's sitting still, but everything is pretty free-flowing. This is a sport version of the E300. This comes in addition to the E300. We still make the luxury version, and we also make the E43, which is by Turbo 6, which we'll look at later on in other videos. But right now, this car is the sport version. It has the 18-inch AMG 5-spoke wheels. One of the big changes with this vehicle, it has the dual torch here headlamps for daytime runners. And then you have the parking pilot system. Now, that's a little bit different than the previous setup. This car will park itself. And the car does everything, the braking as well as the steering. We can demonstrate that later. Come over here. You have your turn signals integrated into the outside mirrors. And then our keyless go system for locking. So you simply touch it to lock it. Mirrors fold in, and you can set that so that the mirrors do not fold in, but the factory setting is for it to fold in. These are pretty large mirrors, so folding them in works a little bit better. And then the unlock sensor is here. And the mirrors fold out. One thing I wanted to show you too that's changed for the E300 is the key. This is the new key, a little setup different, you know, change. This is the only car with this new key. So pretty nice, it's very sleek and pretty modern, so it's very nice. Okay, as we move here to the back of the vehicle, I want to show you a couple of things. These are your sensors for parking. So when something's in the pathway of the sensor and you're backing up in the garage or out shopping, the vehicle will beep to let you know that something's in the, behind you. This is where the tow hook goes for pulling the vehicle up on the truck if you need to do that. And then we do have the new Stardust tail lights. These are awesome. I don't know if you can see it, but it's glowing and glittering. So at night, it gives better visibility to other drivers, less than the likelihood of someone running into the back of the vehicle. So it gives you a lot more visibility when you're driving at night. One of the things I always like to point out to my clients who've owned these cars in the past is the size. This car is bigger than the previous car. It's a couple inches longer, a little bit wider, but it gives you a little bit more space behind the seats and trunk space. So one of the things I always show is the trunk space of Mercedes because they have pretty good sized trunks. The new feature is the hands-free access, if you will. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you right now. So you're going to get behind the vehicle, key is in your pocket or in your purse or whatever, and you just go ahead and kick at it. And the trunk will open up. So a couple of things that are different I like to point out, as many of you know for years and years and years, you couldn't get a folding rear seat in a Mercedes. You can now. So these levers here release the seats. And then also this is the comfort box. So this allows you to store things when you're shopping. You kind of push this down, throw bags, shoes, hiking. If you're out hiking, you're going to throw your dirty shoes. Instead of getting it here, you can just throw them in there and push it out of the way. This is it can hold up to about 20 pounds and you can easy access for carrying things. It's also removable. So if you want to lower it, if you want to remove it, there are two levers here. You simply click it here. Here's the other one. Voila, easy out. And so that gives you the height here for if you're going on a trip and you're loading up things, luggage, you have the space for it. And then I always point underneath here. There is extended mobility now. We're running extended mobility tires on our vehicle, so there is no spare. You can drive 50 miles at 50 miles an hour with a puncture and get to safety. So that's very, very nice. The other thing I always point out for people is Embrace. Our Embrace system is Basic coverage is free for 5 years, so you're never stranded. So, but I wanted to get an idea of what the trunk space looks like. A pretty good sized trunk. I would get in here, but I won't do that. So here we are inside of the beautiful E300. One of my favorite features I always have to point out to clients, and you can see it for yourself, is the beautiful new 12.3-inch display. This is an LCD screen, so the clarity, the color, the detail is amazing. It's like looking at your computer or your high quality television in your car. There's an option, so you know, for the LCD screen on the driver's side as well. You get a P3 package, and then you can option out in the 12.3-inch LCD screen on this side. As it stands, this is the standard setup with the analog gauges here, the 12.3 digital side here. As always, we have our touchpad because Mercedes doesn't do the touch screen. So you have your touchpad or your central controller for doing just basic functions with the vehicle. And they changed a couple of things too with the way the multifunction steering wheel works. The left side of the steering wheel controls all of the features in the instrument cluster. So, you know, tripometer, speedometer, you can check out your fueling, your navigation, even here, as well as your compass, things like that. And on this side, you can operate the navigation. So you can zoom in and out for navigation. All of that's easily, you know, reached just by your thumbs. One of the things that I'd like to point out too, a great feature is the ambient lighting. We're all getting used to the ambient lighting in our cars, and as you can probably see, it's glowing in here right now. The navigation, radio, media, telephone, and vehicle features are here. So simply push, and then you can actually swipe with your finger to go to lighting settings, and I'm gonna go ahead and change it. And then ambient lighting is the choice. We're gonna select that, and we're gonna push down to execute the command. Push down here, and then simply scroll to the appropriate color. I'm partial to the purple, so I always kind of leave it on the purple. And so now you can see as it's glowing. Very, very nice. I like it when you're driving the vehicle, you imagine yourself sitting in the car and you can work everything with your finger while driving. It doesn't allow you to be distracted, so you're able to control everything from here. Even sitting at a traffic light and you're fine. So one of the other things that comes up with customers ask me is Apple Carplay. It is in this vehicle. The connection is here inside of this little hole here, and you have your cup holders are here, and then a portable ashtray. It is a German car, so you can get an ashtray. And then you have NFC for phones that have NFC charging capability. You simply place the phone here and it will do that. And then your Apple CarPlay is here. Bluetooth is standard as always. And then it's bridged in this beautiful nut brown interior. I know everybody's accustomed to the grays and the tan and the black, but this beautiful brown is available. And it has the black natural grain wood as well. So come on down. I'm Rob Myers. Feel free to come down. I'll show you more color combinations. We can take this car out for a test drive. It's a wonderful car to drive. You love driving it. Ask for me when you come in, Rob Myers, Mercedes-Benz of Arrowhead, and I'd be more than happy to show you more cars.